You're going down a mountain slope, there are crosswinds, the road is uneven, and then your bike starts shaking uncontrollably.
George Kent now recalls with a smile how he survived what cyclists call the death wobble.
But I have to say, that was actually the scariest moment of my life.
There is plenty for George's 25-year-old son, Georgi, to remember from the 7,000-kilometer journey as well.
I almost came under the tires of a big logging truck.
The family endured all of these adventures for one purpose: to help Ukraine.
Ukraine's brave soldiers are not just defending their country from Russia's brutal invasion and occupation.
Last year, George Kent retired from his post as U.S. ambassador to Estonia. He spent 33 years at the State Department and served twice in Ukraine, where his family lived for a total of 6 years.
Show Ukrainians that Americans care. Slava Ukraini!
For their journey, they chose a mission: to raise money for Ukraine's armed forces and to speak with everyday Americans about Ukraine. They began in mid-July in the state of Oregon.
And when we went through the first town, there was a huge Ukrainian flag in front of a store. So we said, okay, we have to stop and find out the story of the flag.
2 more days in Missouri. Crowdsourcing pickup trucks for the Ukrainian Frontline units.
Kent's wife, Valida, comes from a family of repressed and deported Crimean Tatars.
This is my mother, who was born in Gulag.
Although she was born in Uzbekistan, during this journey she called herself Ukrainian.
Crimea is Ukraine. So when you talk to a person, it's completely different dynamic. So that's more credible than watching something on the news.
Interest in Ukraine varied by region, the Kents say.
Much of the country that we were cycling through voted for President Trump, probably 3 times, all 3 elections. I think what we found were a majority of people living in those areas were supportive of Ukraine. We only had one hostile conversation.
We're in central Kentucky, approaching Appalachia.
The journey from the west coast to the east lasted 79 days and crossed 10 states. Georgi documented each day on the Charity Tour's Instagram page.
Doing something tangible like biking across the country and knowing the exact units our help would be going to also just made it feel real, and it was really meaningful.
The page became one of the ways they raised funds.
Somebody who had read about the bike ride, he just donated $3,000 because he liked the idea and wanted to be supportive of Ukraine.
In total, they raised more than $100,000. Together with the Estonia-based charity NAFO, they purchased 4 specialized vehicles for Ukraine's armed forces, which they personally delivered in mid-November.
And this drone bus is one of the vehicles that our Ride Across America fundraised.
The cross-country journey with the Ukrainian mission left a strong impression on the Kent family and changed their perspective on stereotypes about America's heartland.
Americans are good people, no matter who they voted for.
This year, the family is planning another cross-country bike ride, this time from north to south, with the same mission. Independence Avenue Media, Washington.